Hello, Bill Molyneux here with Bill's History and Wargame World. Well, we are going to try the Kobayashi Maru with the Star Trek ships. And then the rest of this month, I'm pretty busy. I have to get ready for the Battle of Braddock's Defeat, the Battle of Monongahela in 54mm scale. So enough of me chit-chatting. Let's get right down to the Kobayashi Maru. Start off with, we have the USS Enterprise and 3 Klingon D7 battle cruisers. Very quickly, we have our sheet here and trying to get it in focus. Sorry about that. And the cruiser, the Enterprise, has 2 photon torpedoes, 3 phaser banks, and my focusing isn't very good. Apologize for that. The D7 battle cruiser has 2 2-point phaser banks and disruptors on each wing. And I'm not going to bore you with me chit-chatting. We're just going to go ahead and start the game. I hope you enjoy this. I'm not doing any frills with this. And to Jack in Arizona and anyone else, the new black cloth I have not had a chance to throw in the washer and iron out. So we do have wrinkles, but that's living in Bill's basement, and that's how things go. So let's roll our initiative die. All right. Well, the Enterprise is a 1. And our Klingons, we have a 2, 3, and a 1. Well, I hope you like the camera view. So Klingon number 1, roll the 3, so it gets to go first. It has the initiative over the Enterprise. Now it has a movement value of 6 dice, and of course in my system it has a movement of 6 dice, but I'm going to roll 5. That way I can do some pivoting if I need to. And I rolled 12 inches. Pretty poor with 5 dice. So our Klingon D7 advances 12 inches up. And I can leave the die there. So I'm not going to fire. Alright, the first Klingon D7, and it has range from post to post. It's just under 24, so we grab a couple dice. We're going to fire its 2 phaser banks first. They're type 2 at 24, and we have 1 point on the Enterprise. And it has shields. So with a 4, the shield absorbs that. So the Enterprise's shields stop that. And then it has disruptor banks. And disruptors at that range need 6s. And no hits. So the first Klingon D7 advanced and the shields held on the Enterprise. Alright, let's advance the next Klingon ship, because the Enterprise is last to move, and this is number 3, and it rolls 10, 13, 14, 15 inches. So it's there, and then I get to pivot because I did not use all my movement dice. And we are at 21 inches. So Klingon D7 number 3 is firing 2 phaser banks, and with class 1 shields, it actually does, the Enterprise takes 2 points through its shields with a 5 and a 6. So we got 1 and 2 more. So the hull been hit 3 times. Now the disruptor banks will pass through shields, and at that range, a disruptor hit and does 2 more points into the Enterprise. So the Enterprise has now lost 5 points of damage, and it has to do a critical test. So I'm going to start with the phaser bank left. Forward is, I lost my forward phaser bank. And photon torpedoes are good. Sensors are good. Hear me clicking along, rolling. Warp drive is good. Speed is good. And the shields are good. So we lost our forward phaser bank. Well, the next D7 rolled a 1 also. So I have to roll that off. And the D7 gets to go first. And it's rolling 5 dice. And it rolled 20 inches. So I pivot. It advanced basically to here. And I believe we're going to be darn close to... We are at short range. Wow. This Klingon is right on top of the Enterprise with its Type 2 phasers. And a 4 becomes a 5. Nothing happens. The shields held on the Enterprise on the phaser attack by the Klingons. And its disruptors hit for 2 points. So overall, the Enterprise isn't too bad. Well, what's the Enterprise going to do? Well, it can move 6 dice worth. So we're going to throw out 5 dice. And we're going to say our victory conditions are to get off the far edge of the table. So 10... I rolled 19 inches, so it's going all the way out to here and turning and firing on D7-1, and we're going to change the camera angle. Alright, well the Enterprise just come flying up on this D1. Now I've lost the 2 forward phaser banks, but the other 2 fire still. And I rolled a 2 and a 1. So Mr. Sulu and Mr. Chekhov rolled terrible for me. Our photon torpedoes, 3 through 6 to hit. And we only hit with 1 torpedo. So Klingon ship number 1 took 1 point. I am rolling just absolutely horrible for the Enterprise. Just incredibly bad. So that's where we're at. Let's roll our initiative rolls. And the Enterprise rolled a 2, 4, and a 5. Alright, let's change our camera view. Well, as we go with the Kobayashi Maru, I played through that full turn, and this is where we're at. And I forgot to hit the record button. And what a goof I am. But that's what you get in Bill's basement. So what's happened? This D1 did not get damaged at all. And or D7 number 2 is fine. D7 number 3 lost its port disruptor and 5 hit points. The Enterprise is down to a speed of 2 for 2 dice. And it's pretty much crippled. It took a pounding from all three directions. So in Kobayashi Maru, the Enterprise is actually down to 2 hit points, speed of 2, only 1 phaser bank, and the shields are down. Played a total of 4 turns in Bill's fast basement game. So I'm going to say right now, as Mr. Sulu would say, the Romulans, Klingons, they don't take prisoners. This, again, is just a fast basement game, goofing around. And let's pause. Well, this is the rest of the fleet that's not painted. But we do have a Federation destroyer, a Reliant class ship. This is going to be the Romulan KR with the cloaking device and plasma generator. These are going to be my small warbirds, and then we have the War Eagles. I got that's a Klingon C9 heavy dreadnought. The Klingon battleship. I have a lot of painting to do. Federation dreadnought. And this is pretty much all I'm going to have for the fleet. So that's about it for the world of Star Trek. And once again, I have to give a plug for Adventure Game Source Fast Play War Games, my game company at Bill Molyneux Games. We are going to be at Fort Ligonier with some games there October 15th weekend, and then Braddock Road Preservation Society's French Indian War Seminar. We will be there with games, and starting this week, I will be taking the war game table and setting up a diorama of Braddock's defeat in 54mm scale to take that diorama to the Jumonville Glen seminar. So, I hope you enjoyed this quick video of the Kobayashi Maru scenario. It ended like everyone expected. Unfortunately, the Enterprise did very little damage to the Klingon ships. And that's about it for now. Stay safe, be kind, be courteous. And next week, I will be at Newtown Battlefield in Elmira, New York, for a couple videos of the historic battlefield there. Thank you, everyone.